Hi. Isaac Newton's famous story of apple falling on his head has often led to some investors saying that what goes up must come down. I find this story has some problems. First, there is no record to say that the apple did fall on his head. Isaac Newton most probably observed it from a distance. What Isaac Newton observed had led to his development of the law of universal gravitation. So secondly, this law applies to our physical world, but may likely not be applicable to the real estate market. So this apple question remains in our head. Can property prices go down over long term? Real estate market, like any other investment, move both ways. So I believe this is possible. Let me share with you what I think can make property prices go down over long term. Please note that I'm referring to long-term investment. Short-term movement will always be expected, especially when the world is in some kind of crisis like the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, let's get going. Yes, if the city or the country population are on the downtrend, it will affect the economy, the GDP growth, and the demand for real estate, both residential and commercial properties alike. Population growth usually is a challenge for developed countries like Singapore, where their fertility rates are low. With aging population, this adds on the stress of population maintenance or growth, along with other issues like healthcare and social issues. If such country does not rely on attracting foreigners to take up citizenships, to get a PR status, or to work long term, we cannot expect the economy and the property price to grow. If this happens, it will discourage many MNCs, large corporations, or other country government to want to do business in the country. The central business district and many various manufacturing facilities could remain pretty empty. This likely will affect the economy, increases unemployment rates, encourage low-wage employment, and discourage foreigners to want to come and work in the country. And guess what? Real estate market can be affected very negatively. What could cause this dysfunction? Not having an efficient place to conduct business, no good local pool of talents and workers, unstable government and politics, bad infrastructure, bad telecommunication, high tax environment, bad land planning, government regulations and policy that discourage business setup, corruptions, and many others can cause a dysfunction CBD. One key factor that can affect the demand is how much the bank can allow borrowing for real estate purchase and also the interest rate. If the banks are not willing to impose strict limitation on how much an individual can borrow, this can cause many not to buy a property, as the capital outlay to make the purchase can be out of reach to many. If the interest rate is high, even if the population is high with limited supply, this can affect significantly the buying appetite of home seekers and investors alike. As long as interest rate is kept high, the monthly commitment to own a property will be high, and this can discourage many to take up the decision to make the decision to purchase property. Last point, if the government has no plan to develop anything in the country, not pouring money to develop the nation, we should not expect any increase of value of real estate. What are the things government can do to increase the value of properties? Here are some examples. Building more and better transportation system. Example, new MRT lines, new expressway, and so on. Creating more amenities. Example, zoning for shopping malls, schools, clinics, and so on. Creating more recreational facilities and zones. Example, more parks, recreation centers, sports facilities. Betterment of the lifestyle of residents, like building more sheltered walkways, more greeneries, easy access to pickup area and all. And there are many other big and small items that government can do. But what if the government is not doing anything? What can we expect the value of the property? Above are only just few factors I personally find that can cause property price to drop over long term. There are others I'm not sharing here. So now let us bring this closer to home. Are the above pointers that I mentioned happening in Singapore now and in the next 10 years? Let me end this vlog with the pointers below. Possible population growth to 6.9 million or more. Currently, Singapore has 5.7 million population. Singapore is a major business and financial hub, not just in the region, but in Asia and the world. Interest rates are low now, and many government plans on urban redevelopment and renewal, coupled with many sound policies to propel Singapore and her economy forward. If you like what you have seen and would like to be updated of more of my vlogs and other videos, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also go to talkingpropertysg.com for more of my vlogs. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Seth, and I look forward to see you again.